say remix.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Hope everyone is doing very well. We're back for another Qatar 2022 match view here in the remote studio. We're back in the remote studio for another match view in this World Cup. This is the fourth game of the World Cup. Of course, we had the opener yesterday. We had England 6-2 victory. What a victory it was over Iran, who, by the way, were shocking. We had that victory earlier today. We then had the Netherlands defeat Senegal 2-0. That was the game just before that I went live. I watched that again. Cody Gakpo got the goal. Cody Gakpo started off with a goal. Louis van Gaal knows. So they got a victory, and now we are live for the USA versus Wales. Yes, this is a game that if you're an England fan, such as myself, it's an interesting one because, of course, it's Group B. It's the second game from Group B, and it's a really interesting one. Wales at their first World Cup for 64 years. Man, 64. What a long wait it's been for Wales. So Wales are in their first match in 64 years. The USA, they're back. They missed the 2018 World Cup, I believe, but they are back now with a vengeance, and they've got a strong team. So this is going to be a really fun one. I'm really excited for this one. I think there are two teams that I would say, I'm hesitant to say evenly matched because I think people underestimate some of the players in this American side, actually. Speaking of this American side, let's get into the team news there. Quickly, though, before I do, Lucas Chan, already in with the chat, says priority, because, of course, he's a member. Appreciate you, Lucas. Says, to give you a little more information on the US team, a lot of American media seem to think they're sending their weakest team to the World Cup. Well, that's very interesting, actually, saying that they think they're sending their weakest team. Certainly, a lot of the players in that side do play in Europe and are decent players. You've got the likes of Turner in goal, Dest at right back, of course, simply the Dest. The right back Manchester United were linked to in the summer. You've got Ream and Zimmerman at centre back. Of course, Ream plays in the Premier League at Fulham. Robinson at left back. You've got then McKennie and Adams in central midfield. Of course, Adams is a well-known name as well. He currently plays at Leeds. I believe he's going to be, is he captaining the side, I think, in the World Cup going forward? Or they've got like a captaincy sort of committee, haven't they? So Tyler Adams is the captain, or certainly plays for Leeds in the Premier League. You've then also got Musa there as well. He plays for Valencia, so he's playing in the midfield also. You then got a front three, of course, of Christian Pulisic from Chelsea. You've got Weir, who plays... Who does he play for, Weir? Let's get this up. This is what I do like about in the World Cup. I do like about learning about other players. Plays for Lille. So there you go, plays in France. And then you've also got Sargent as well. That's, of course, Josh Sargent, who, of course, plays for Norwich. I remember him scoring in the Premier League last season. Then for Wales, you've got Wayne Hennessy in goal, which was a difficult decision for their manager, of course. Before the game, it was one of the big ones for Rob Page, their manager, because the thought process was you've got Hennessy, who hasn't really been playing at all at club level, and then you've also then got Danny Ward, who has been playing for Leicester in the Premier League and's got some sort of decent form recently. So there was a bit of indecision as to who to play. Before the game, he revealed that he went with Wayne Hennessy essentially because Hennessy got them to the World Cup. So he believes that because he got them there, he should be having opportunity to see how far they can go within the tournament. It looks to be it could be a back three, back five for Wales this evening. So you've got Ben Davies, Joe Rodon, and Mbappé. You've got Nico Williams, and then you've got Roberts as well as the respective wing backs. You've then got Aaron Ramsey in midfield, who really has not played a lot of football. I think he's been dealing with injuries. Ethan Ampadu is also in midfield. You've then got Dan James, Wilson as well, Harry Wilson, who plays, of course, for Fulham in the Premier League. And then you've got, of course, Gareth Bale up front too. So Gareth Bale is up front, and Gareth Bale is the talisman, and Gareth Bale is part of the reason Wales are even at this World Cup. And there's one thing you can say about Gareth Bale. I know Real Madrid have their version or their feelings towards him, which I don't really understand why. I understand towards, the latter stages of his time here, his tenure there, he was injured quite a lot and he was on a really high wage. But at the same time, he won everything several times over for Real Madrid during his time there. So I think that was somewhat disrespectful. I mean, he's the most successful, I can think, Welsh player ever. Is that fair to say? And what he's been able to do at international level is fantastic too. I mean, he's driven his country to This is their third major tournament. Of course, they were at the Euros in 2016. They were at the Euros last year, and they're at the World Cup now. And to say that's all because of Gareth Bale is somewhat disingenuous, but he's the spurring figure. He's the talismanic figure. He's the one that, even in the playoff against Ukraine, gets a deflected free kick and scores that goal. That's what he does, Gareth Bale. He comes up clutch in major moments. Even in the United States at the moment where he's playing for LAFC, he's still doing that. He's still coming up clutch because I don't know if you saw it recently, but there was the MLS Cup final, and Gareth Bale scores in the last minute of that to send it a last minute, not just a last minute of regular time, last minute of extra time, and sends it to penalty shootout, which LAFC wins. So he wins the MLS Cup. So I think they were saying in the last 10 years or something like that, it might even be longer than that, but in the last 10 years, Gareth Bale has only had 2 seasons where he has not won a trophy, and they have both been at Spurs. It was his last season at Spurs, and then when he went back on loan to Spurs during the pandemic season. So I guess that's Spurs for you when it comes to Gareth Bale, eh? But there you go. So it's going to be an interesting one, an exciting one. And like I said, from an England perspective, I'm certainly doing a bit of scouting as to who we should be afraid of. We play, obviously, the United States on Friday. And after England's win today, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, it's coming home, because there is a long, long way to go. And as far as Iran goes, I was stunned that they were shocking. Iran were awful. In retrospect, I mean, because it's kind of when you're watching your country play live and you see them score 6 goals, but Iran were not good. Iran were really not good. So these are going to be our 2 toughest challenges in this group, and it's going to be interesting to see how we fare against them. It's going to be interesting to see how they fare this evening. They get that camera a bit closer in Gareth Bale's face. Jeez. But there you go. They're lining up in the tunnel as we speak. I'm assuming this is before every game, the whole giant inflatable World Cup with the fire shooting out a bit. And they're doing this before pretty much every single match, aren't they? But I appreciate you all joining me this evening. We are working non-stop. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to do everything in my power to bring you as many games as I possibly can. Unless I have to be in 2 places at once, like I did earlier on. I will be doing these remote match views with you. There is going to be... so obviously you would have seen on the channel, the fan views after the England game have already come out. There is player ratings as well from the England game against Iran. In addition to that, there is a tactical view that will be coming out in just over an hour's time. It'll be coming out at 8 p.m. Cam and myself breaking down the England game. There's Flex's view. We're going to, at half-time, show you Flex's view in its entirety as well. So don't you worry, guys. I've got you covered for this evening. But here come the teams. Christian Pulisic in the tunnel. But what are we all thinking? Let me know your predictions in the chat. And let me know where you're watching from as well. As always, I know we've got a global community. I'm sure we probably got some fans of the United States. Some USA fans. Let me know where you're watching from live in the chat. Let me know your predictions as well. And be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Smash a like on the like button too. McKennie for them's got the old red, white and blue in his hair. But the teams walk out onto the pitch. Cowder Clan says, come on, Wales. Chimera's Flame says, Pulisic and the Cavalry can't be stopped, Owen. Devs AJM says, could do with a 1-1 draw here. Buzzing about today's win. Let's go England. It certainly was an impressive win by England. Here come the USA's national anthem. Oh, say, can you see? Lucas Chan says, as a Canadian, I can never really cheer for the States. 2-1 Wales. See if we're going to get any singers in here. Not really going for it. There's a couple. There's a couple of mumbles. If I was playing on an international level, I'd always be a singer. You got to. Belt it out with your chest. There you go. That's better. Our goalkeeper Turner's doing it. Adams is. Robinson as well. Of course, plays for Fulham in the Premier League. Christian Pulisic singing a bit. Disgrace. Cheat. Lucas Chan says, how do the English feel about the Welsh? Do you guys share the same rivalry? Yeah, there's a rivalry. There always is. On the British Isles. As the Welsh national anthem begins to play. Certainly the Welsh players belting it out. Fair play. That's what you got to do. I said it should be mandatory. I think when you got the national anthem, you got to go for it. Hypes you up, gets the crowd going. Oh, man, she's really going for it as well. And the crowd's got tears in her eyes. That's what you love to see. Dan James, former Manchester United player, currently for Fulham, scored against us. Scored against us last weekend. That feels like a lifetime ago. Or shall I say the weekend before last, not technically last weekend. But USA versus Wales is live next. 3 minutes away. Owen, after watching the Dutch, do you think Hakpo can be a number 9 for United? I think he looks better coming in from the right. Well, it must be said, I didn't see the whole game because I was filming at the studio. But as I came back in, I did see him score his goal, which, by the way, I think there has to be a real conversation about Mendy in goal for Senegal. What has happened to him? Seriously, what's happened to Mendy? I mean, this is a Champions League winning goalkeeper. And now he's just completely lost it. Really, really poor. Shockingly poor, some might say. It's the only problem. I'm watching this feed on ITV over here in the UK, and they got the adverts, which is always annoying. But we are about 2 minutes away from kickoff. Let's see what Wales and the United States can do, shall we? Turner, Dest, Reams, Zimmerman, Robinson, Musa, Adamson, McKennie, Sargent, Weir, Pulisic, Hennessy, Roberts, Mepham, Rodham, Davis, Williams, Ramsey, Ampadu, Wilson, Bale, Dan, James. Here we go. No Kiefer Moore. He's on the bench for Wales. For the United States, they got the likes of Giovanni Reina, surprisingly on the bench. Yedlin, Cameron Carter-Vickers. Prediction. I think the USA are going to win it. I think the USA are going to win. Do I? I don't know. Actually, I might go with a draw. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. But we are just seconds away from kickoff. Got fans of all nationalities in there. You've got Stevenson fans from the United States, some Mexican fans there. They've got the Mexico shirts on. Of course, they're going to be they're going to be hosting the next World Cup. But the crowd are lively. The crowd are ready. And this one's going to be a good one. Because I get my timer ready. I nearly forgot about that for a second. A-Bub says 2-1 USA. Qatari referee this evening. 35th birthday celebrated this month. And we're off. We're underway. Wales's first World Cup match in 64 years is underway. The United States of America facing off against Wales. That's a foul throw. But let's see what they've got to offer. Here's Robinson. That's Adams, I think. Gives it to Dest. I'm interested to see Sergio Dest because again, we were linked to him in the summer. We know that, of course, he played previously with Erik ten Hag at Ajax. Wales have won it back though. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right hand corner if you are new. Oof. Here's Weston McKennie. Dest. Oof. Nice. Who was that? I think that was Ampadu. Went right through him there. That's a wake-up call, isn't it? There you go. Wake up. Welcome to the World Cup. Throw in. Keeps it on seemingly, does the United States. Here's Musa. Tries a 1-2. Referee gives a free kick. It's Joe Rodon. Of course, does Rodon still play for Spurs? I'll check this out now. He plays for Rennes. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Went on loan from Spurs to Rennes. There you go. But it's a free kick. Chance of USA. USA. I feel like I'm watching WWE again. USA. Here's Pulisic though. Going to stand over this free kick. Pulisic. Oh, it's a terrible free kick. Defended very easily by Wales. And it's got out for a Wales throw-in. What a terrible free kick. Rob Page giving Wales the ball quickly. And Wales just playing the ball around nicely. Around the back line. Hennessy. Kick up the pitch. Oof. And now the United States have the ball back. It's going to be interesting to see how much possession they have. It looks like that's a ball in behind. Pulisic. And a tackle by Connor Roberts. Corner ball to the United States. What's going on here with the referee? Referee's having a word with Nico Williams. What's he having a go about? Saying I can see. But what's going on there? Either way, it's a corner to the United States. Pulisic stands over it. Pulisic. It was a Pulisic corner. That's what it was. Is that a push in the back? Referee's not going to give it. I thought it was a push in the back. Referee says no. Here comes Pulisic. Ball in, headed away. Here comes Dest. Well, certainly the US have had the entirety of the ball. No real chances though so far. Here comes Williams. Tries to skip up the pitch. Goes out for a throw-in. Williams with a quick throw. It's going to be Dan James to chase, I think. Ream goes all the way back to Ryan in goal. Pulisic having a lot of the ball early on, certainly. Fiddit says it's going to be 1-0 to Wales. Busa. Wales once again. But as far as opening 6-minute goes, from Wales' perspective, I think they might say to themselves, maybe, well, certainly the US have had pretty much all the ball. Already 68% possession. But they haven't particularly threatened all of that much. So I think they'll be content. Ream, crossfield pass. Williams has it back, loses it though. I'm going to give a foul though. Free kick to Wales. And McKennie's giving it that right to the linesman. Oh! Davis with a switch. Going to get pressured though right away. Headed back. Maybe Wales are going to hold on to the ball for a little bit. No win in 5 games for Wales. Their worst form in a decade, apparently. A long kick and goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Although it must be said, England showed today that the form of the Nations League doesn't really matter all that much. But again, this is going to be... clearly, you can see what Wales are trying to do here. They are just very much parked behind the ball. Look to hit the US on the counter-attack. USA are going to have a lot of the ball. And Wales are going to see if they can counter. Oof. This is tackled, but advantage played. Is Adam was once again. And a good tackle by Chris Mepham. Good slide tackle. So it's definitely what looks to be a 3-5-2 for Wales. As I mentioned, Hennessy in goal. You've got Davis, Roden, and Mbepham. I can never pronounce this right. Mepham as the back three. Williams and Roberts are your wing backs. So ball over the top. It's a good touch. Pull in. Oh, it's nearly an own goal. Oh, it was Joe Roden. It comes off his own. It comes off Roden and nearly goes in his own net. It just kind of hits Hennessy. He's fortunate it doesn't go. Oh, it's a header. Oh, Sargent with the header. Did he head wide? Oh, Wales were in trouble there for a second. Wales are trying to sort of wake him up. So great touch, Weir. Touch, ball in, and it comes off Roden, and it just hits. It just hits Hennessy. Couldn't do anything about it. Here we go. There's a ball in. Sargent, I think he clips the post. He might just clip the post there by Sargent. 2 chances in a row for the United States. Nearly an own goal, and I think he clips the post. But from Tim Ware, that was brilliant. Got it down, volleyed in. Fantastic. Here comes Dest once again. But Wales, I'm not saying they're all over the place, but certainly they're struggling to get anything going so far. I mean, we have nearly 80% possession for the US. Oh, that looked nasty. Nico Williams. Oh, he's going to book him. He's going to book him after 10 minutes. So Gino Dest with the booking after 10 minutes in. This referee. Well. Now, Dan James, go after him, you'd say. Is that a booking? Really? 10 minutes into the game. Don't know. Of course, Dest, as I mentioned, we were linked with him in the summer. He's at his parent club's Barcelona. He was then loaned to AC Milan. Apparently he's not playing at all for Milan. But now he's on a booking after 11 minutes, and you'd think Dan James is going to run at him now. Wales still not really settled at all. They've got hold of the ball at the moment, and they need to keep hold of it because, again, they've really barely touched it. Still the US over 80% possession. Just that one shot from Sargent that clips the post, but also it was nearly an own goal from Roden. Hennessy make the good save. Where here comes Williams once again. Oh, it's another nasty one. That might be a booking as well. Oh my goodness, McKennie gets, but that is a booking. There was no need for that. And no need for that tackle. My goodness, look at this. Why? He jumps off the ground. Why are you doing that? That's a terrible tackle. That is a clear booking. I wasn't sure about that first one. But another one. What was the point? Weston McKennie. I mean, he's got the red, white and blue in his hair. He might have a red card later on. How are you trying to say to the ref that he got the ball? You went through the player first, man. You jumped off the ground. It's the clearest booking I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Look at the USA coaches touching the ground as if to point out, oh yeah, ground. This referee's on a bit of a madness already, though. There's 2 bookings in 13 minutes. This might see our first red card of the tournament, I think. It's Harry Wilson standing over the free kick, though. It's still quite far out. But the Welsh number 8 standing over the ball. Oh, got really bad hiccups this evening. Wilson floats the ball into the box. Keeper thought about it. It's headed away from by Desto this time. Half volley. I'm glad I nearly choked. It was Ampadu on the half volley. Dest heads it out. Ampadu chest it. Half volley. I mean, it's never anywhere near. But Page showing at Nico Williams. I think he's telling him to stay wide. Goal kick from the USA. Headed by... I'm not sure who that was. When I do these games, I feel like I'm on commentary because I've got all the numbers in front of me so I know who the players are. Some of them you just don't recognise. They're still very easy for the US. In positions like this, there's so much space. It's Dest once again. Ream, Sargent. Oof, another one goes down. Oh, that was nasty again. Was that Wilson that went down? Here's Dest. Weah once again. Musa. But 15 minutes gone, still 0-0. Oh, blocked by Bale. Half blocked. Wilson. There's Roden. Bale just needs to sort of sit on the ball for a little bit, I think. Oof, a bit of a short pass. Oh, US nearly won it back there. It's going to be a throw into Wales. Well, that right-hand side now, pretty much for the US, is all on a booking. You've got Dest and McKennie, both on yellow cards. Is he going to give a foul? No. He was looking for it, was Dan James. But here come the US on a counter-attack. Pulisic. Musa. Goes for the switch. Over to Dest. It's a decent touch. Ream. Musa. Pulisic. Robinson. Oh, goes through the legs of the player. Oof. Robinson recovers. I mean, Dan James needs to be better with the ball there, you feel like, don't you? Certainly, the front line for Wales haven't had much support, or much of the ball, or much of anything really so far. Here's Weah once again, hooks it. McKennie tried to feed it through, didn't work out for him. Here's Ramsey. Oh, gives the ball away. It's not a foul. It's not a foul, Aaron. I don't know why you're complaining to the referee. It wasn't. Robinson. Pulisic. This might go out for a corner. Hey, give a goal kick. Oh. I don't know about that. I thought that was a clear corner. Referee. Pulisic is a strange one because the American fans, or the American fans that I've seen on social media, really rate him. I really rate Pulisic. And I think at Chelsea so far, we really haven't seen it, have we? Shalil Patel says, hello Owen, how you been? Long time, haven't been able to catch a live stream. I've been all good. I've been on the go all day. We've had the morning view this morning with myself and Marcel. That'll be back 9 a.m. tomorrow. Instead of Marcel, it'll be myself and Mina will be joining me. We'll be discussing a variety of Manchester United topics, World Cup preview, you name it. We'll be discussing it tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We've also had the England versus Iran match view today. We've had fan views. We've had a tactical view, which comes out in about 40 minutes or so. And now we've got this USA versus Wales match view. Tomorrow we'll have match views of several World Cup games as well. So don't you worry. We've got you all covered here on United View as the club football season goes on pause. I still really miss Manchester United and Manchester United games, it must be said. I still really miss all of that. But nevertheless, we adapt and we do streams such as this, covering the United States versus Wales. Outside of the foot, back to Hennessy. The crowd applauds. So I guess good play for them. Hennessy goes long up the pitch, but Reed wins the header. Very easy. That's what it's been. Just very, very easy. Oh, he overruns that a little bit. Does Robinson. And it's won back by Ampadu. To be honest, though, I mean, so far, let's have a look at the stats. So far, I don't think really either side's really, truly threatened that much. Both sides have had a shot apiece. Possession's been dominated by the United States, 72% possession. Wales only had 28%. Just shy of 100 passes for the US so far. Wales have only completed 40 passes, with a passing accuracy of 70. So as 21 minutes go, it's not been much of a match, it must be said. It's been pretty dull. But hopefully, this game needs a goal, clearly, to spark to life, I think. I don't know about you. I'm talking about Gary Speed, the late Gary Speed, who was a real galvanising factor for Welsh football when he came in. Of course, that work was picked up by Chris Coleman in 2016. And now Rob Page coming in after Ryan Giggs stepped down. Here is the United States on the ball, though. Pulisic allowed to turn, gives the ball through. Robinson cuts it back. Oh, it's Ampadu who manages to clear it. But they got in behind there a little bit, the US. Pulisic, he's just given too much time to turn. You can't give a player like that amount of space. But here comes Ream stepping out of the defence. Dest once again. Simply the. Well, still really struggling to get a foothold in this one so far, it must be said. Ream goes towards Robinson, but it's going to go up for a Wales goal kick. And that's kind of been the game so far. 23 minutes gone, still 0-0. Still no major chances. We're not really seeing a much attacking flair or football. We're seeing the US dominate a lot of the ball, but not really a lot from Wales during that time period, it must be said. I think the most exciting stuff we've seen is a near own goal from Roden. A couple of bookings for the US, but that's about it. Roberts. Ramsey. That's a bit better. Gives it to Bale. Bale outside of the foot. Oh, it's a sloppy pass. Sloppy pass. Oh, it's one back. Oh, it's Davis nearly won it back. But now he's out of position. And that might be a Wales throw-in. It is. Here's Ampadu. That's too short. Bale dispossessed. I mean, Aaron Ramsey's barely touched the ball in this game. Speaking of which, here he is. That's a foul. It's a foul. It's a late one. It's a late one. And the ref loves a booking. You wouldn't be shocked. He loves a booking. Pulisic telling the referee to relax. To be fair, the referee does need to relax. He goes crazy. This referee, when there's a foul, he sprints over. Ah! What are you doing? Fouling in football? I won't be. Oh, I can't. No. Fouling? How dare you? Ampadu, here's Dan James. Too easy, too weak. Not strong enough. Here's Weir. Pulisic. Robinson once again. Chips the ball into the box. There's a player down. I think it was Pulisic just trying to say that he was blocked off. It was off the ball, so I didn't see it. And it goes out. Poor from Wales. Poor from Harry Wilson. Chance of USA from the crowd. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. We're only 3 likes away from 1 like away from 60. There you go. Be sure to subscribe as well. Bottom right hand corner if you are new. And that's a throw into Wales as we nearly enter the 26th minute of the game. Rob Page prowling on the touchline. Of course, this is Wales' first World Cup match in 64 years. Here's James. Ampadu. Overhit. Throw into US. What a stop-start game. You know what I wonder as well? I wonder how the USA are doing almost like the Viking clap. Remember that one that Iceland used to do? They're doing a bit of that. Certainly brings an atmosphere, no doubt about that. It's a good chant. Got to give him credit. Adams overdoes it. Dan James. This is going to be an opportunity, I think, for Wales. Wilson gives it out for Ramsey. He's drifted out to the right-hand side, but he's overhit the pass. Every single time Wales look like they're about to get into like a decent position, they'll overdo the pass or they'll overdo something, and it leads to a messness for Wales. Ramsey again struggling to get into the game, it must be said. Here comes Robinson. Robinson, ball into the box. Sargent, oof. Nearly went all the way to him. Dan James just easily dispossessed. Is Weir. Matt Rogerson says that Iceland did it better. Of course they did. It was frustrating that they did against England so well, but Iceland did indeed do it better. Here's Musa. Dest, he's got some space. He's going to have a shot. No, what are you doing, man? He saw his name in lights 35 yards out. It was never on in a million years. That was never, ever, ever on. Why he decided to do it, I have no idea. Never. Not in a game like this. Remain calm. They're playing out from the back though, Wales. Oof. Didn't work out for Wales that. Say USA throw-in. That was a foul throw. Nice little flick there. Here comes Dest. Dest gets the ball stuck under his feet. I can't say I was been totally impressed with Serginho Dest as a person that we could have been interested in over the summer. I suppose Ten Hag has worked with him before, so maybe it's, him having worked with the player, knowing him well enough, maybe he would have got, the best out of him. The Dest out of him, as they would say. King of the Indies says Wales suffering from recovering Bruno syndrome. Yeah, getting into decent positions and overhitting the pass. Happens quite a bit. Sargent. McKennie. Musa. Half cleared by Ampadu. Bale's all the way back. Heads it to Ramsey. Oh, that might be a foul. Referee not going to give it. Oh, yeah. He took his time. It took his time giving it. I don't think either side likes this referee so far. Have you been Dest? Is he simply the Dest? Is he the Dest around? You can hear the US fans. Ref, you suck! Ref, you suck! It's Musa. Ream. Pulisic comes deep, gets the ball. Here's Robinson once again. Weah. Dest on the overlaps. Here he is. Weah once again. They're very static, the US, aren't they? Get the impression they're not sure what to do. I mean, Wales are clearly playing a pretty rigid low block in these kind of instances. They're happy for the US to have the ball. And the US sort of look like they have no idea what to do. Georgie Dest, superb. I like that one. Get your best Dest puns in. That's what the game's come to at this point. Here's Ream. Dest. Weah. But 32 minutes gone, still 0-0. It's been a pretty dull game, it must be said. Really dull game. Wales have had a bit more possession now, 33%. But now the ref's given a free kick. Very dramatic, this referee. Very, very dramatic. Pulisic moaning to the referee. I mean, the US clearly aren't happy with this referee, they're saying. He's just left a little bit on him. I mean, the way the Pulisic has reacted to that. Corner to the US. But he's very dramatic, this referee, isn't he? Really dramatic. Here's Pulisic. Stands over the corner. Pulisic, a strange one. Oof. Kind of sort of floated it by slicing through it. Robinson skips past James like he wasn't even there. Pulisic once again, ball whipped in, easily cleared. I mean, Pulisic certainly touches the ball a lot in this US team, doesn't he? No doubt about that. Here's Musa for the US. Pulisic blocked this time by Connor Roberts. Certainly defence versus attack, isn't it? No doubt about it. Wales are just waiting for the counter-attack. The issue is every time they've had an opportunity, not even a counter-attack, every time they've had an opportunity to counter-attack, they've been really sloppy on the ball. Long ball, Wales won't make it though. But to be honest, I mean, from Wales' perspective, I think they'll be relatively happy with how they're shaping up against the US from a defensive point of view, because the USA, they're offering nothing. They pass the ball around a lot. They have a lot of the ball. They try a long ball, go out for a goal kick. They're so static, so static. The issue is that Wales, like I said, they're just the gaps are so big, really big between the sort of midfield and the attack. Here comes Pulisic driving at the fence, puts in Weir. It's 1-0 United States. Just as I slagged them off and I said they're not going to score a goal, it's 1-0 to the US, and Weir scores. And to be honest, it is deserved. They've dominated the ball. They've had a lot of the play, and it's Pulisic that gets the opportunity. He drives at the Wales defence, slips through Weir, and slots it past Hennessy to make it 1-0. There you go. Timothy Weir. And it's just a simple ball by Robinson. Sargent does good centre-forward play. Here comes Pulisic, runs through. He's clearly onside. Timothy Weir just nips it past the goalkeeper. It's a good finish. He's been one of the brighter players, it must be saying. And it's 1-0 to the US. Just literally outside of the foot, just taps it past. And Timothy Weir with the goal. And it's Joe Rodon. He just gets sucked in, doesn't he? He gets sucked in by Sargent. It's really smart centre-forward play. Just gets sucked in. Then gives a 1-2. Pulisic drives at the defence. Gives it to Timothy Weir, who knocks it past the goalkeeper. And it's 1-0 to the United States. The United States have arrived in Qatar, and they're 1-0 up against Wales. And if you look at Joe Rodon, he knows. He knows he was the one. He got pulled out. If you keep your line, you'll be all right. But now Wales have got to do something of their own. It's a good crossfield pass to Nico Williams, probably the furthest forward Wales have got in a long time. Williams puts the ball in the box. Just a bit too long. Misses Gareth Bale. But 1-0 to the United States. And to be honest, it's really what this game needs, because the game needed something, because it was dull as dishwater before then. Dull as a smelly diaper. But now Timothy Weir has hopefully injected life into this World Cup tie. There's a bald eagle in the crowd. There's a bald eagle next to Wonder Woman. And it's 1-0 to the US. And you would say again on the basis of play, I think the USA have been trying to do more in this game than Wales have. They've been on the ball. They've been trying to go forward. It's fine to play counter-attacking football from Wales, but you've got to be more clinical with your passing, and they just haven't been. Wales have done next to nothing in this game so far. They're just smacking it long. Here's Williams. Dan James. Well, Wales have got to do something now, and they've done next to nothing so far in this game. Hennessy, long ball up the pitch. But that's what they're just trying to do. They're just smacking it long, hoping they get a knockdown from someone. You probably would say to them at halftime if you're Rob Page, I understand you're trying to sort of do balls over the top or whatever, but you've just got to get the ball down. Trust your ability. At halftime, we'll be showing you Flex's reaction as well to England's 1-0, if only, 6-2 victory over Iran earlier today. Long ball by Roden. Aiming for Ramsey. Ramsey does nearly get a knockdown. It's headed all the way back to the goalkeeper by the United States, who, of course, Turner in goal has been just... I think he's... Talk about someone that's barely touched the ball in this half. He's done nothing. Here's Musa once again, travelling with the ball. Bale gets... Oh, no. He's saying that he got the ball. He's going to book him. How is he going to book Gareth Bale? This referee is so card happy, it's ridiculous. He gets the ball. He gets the ball. He got the ball. It's a great tackle. And not only is he given a free kick, he's booked him for it. Shocking decision. Absolutely shocking decision. This referee is so card happy. How many bookings has he done so far in this first half? Incredible. I can't believe he's booked Bale. Has he booked Gale as well? It's been a long day. But 5 minutes left until half time. Goal from Timothy Weah. Pulisic, ball in. Hennessy grabs it. Now, if you're Wales, now you'd say counter-attack. Now counter-attack, but they won't. You can see the Welsh players saying, give me the ball. Do something with it. Free kick to Wales. Definitely bought himself one. That was a proper dive by Bale. Is Davis. Roden. Roden chips it. Let's try those kind of balls over the top so often. That's got to be a foul. It is. They've gone quick. Ramsey's got to do... He nearly buys a corner, but it's really good defending by Tim Ream. You've got to do better than that, Aaron Ramsey, who's been actually really poor in this game so far. Here's Adams. Wales got to show something more because it's just so easy. Look at this. Oh. To be honest, if Wales play like this against England, they'll be in a lot of trouble because they've been poor. Ball attempted over the top. Tim Ream's just mopped up everything. It's Musa. And the US clearly have played the better stuff. Easy. Goes out for a US throw-in. Still in the game, though. Wales, but... Well, that's sloppy. Given away by Musa. Now you've got to make the most of this. Ampadu. Switches the play nicely. It's a good touch by Dan James. You would say maybe run at him. Do something. Nico Williams. And just goes back. Oh, it's a poor pass as well. This is a sloppy pass. They've been so sloppy, Wales. They've actually been quite disappointing. I'd expected a bit more from them. I don't think the US have been particularly great either. As an England fan, I'm watching this game going, I'm not seeing a ton from either. The US have got some decent players in there. The likes of Weah looks pretty good. Musa gets on the ball. We know Pulisic. But... Oh, it's a 1-2 between Bale and Ramsey. And that should be a corner ball. Corner ball to Wales. Well, if you're Wales, you've got to make this count. Ramsey actually managed a 1-2. Ramsey looks like he's blowing. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Less than 26 likes away from 100. Corner for Wales. Referee, as always, getting involved with the players. Bale hiding behind Roden, seemingly. Referee stops it again. Oh, this referee is such a job's worth, isn't he? He really is. God, he wants to be involved in everything. My gosh. Yeah, be careful. Don't hold anyone. They'll give a penalty. Unless you're an England player, then they won't. Ball whipped in. Nearly towards the head of Davis. Goes out for a goal kick, though. But as we head near to half-time, it's 1-0 the United States. Again, very, very easy so far, I think, for the US. Is Dest? How many times are they going to add on? 4 minutes of added time. Even that's a lot for a half-time one. You know, I don't know if you saw in the Holland game, it was still like, what was it, 10 minutes at a time? Crazy. Or 8 minutes, I think it was 8. I think it was 8 minutes. Here's Pulisic once again. As Claire says, the stoppage time's been crazy today. It really has. Here's Ream. Dest. The stoppage time has been a bit much so far. Here's Sargent. Dest once again. I mean, again, they're struggling to even get close to the US, really, aren't they? They really are. Ream. Oh, he spud him. That's a foul. That has to be a booking. Now, that is a booking. If he doesn't book him, he must do. Yeah, cynical foul. The referee gets that one right. That is a clear booking. A booking from Chris Mepham. Pulisic spins him and he pulls him back. Cynical. No complaints on that one. So Mepham is booked. 2 bookings per side. You've got Dest and McKennie booked for the United States, and Gareth Bale and Chris Mepham booked for Wales. Ball over the top by Ream. Robinson goes to chase it. Can't reach it though. Rob Page is saying 1 minute to go. 1 minute. Aaron Ramsey been so quiet, hasn't he? Really so quiet so far. Headed by Ream. Here's Nico Williams. And it's a switch that goes straight out of play. And that kind of sums up Wales in this half so far. Just a lot of attempted long balls or attempted switches and just a real lack of quality. And they've actually been quite disappointing. The USA have been the better side. Not that I think the USA have been particularly good either, but they've just been, it's just been a lot of nothingness, really. Now at this point, the USA just tapping it around nicely. And there you go. Halftime. It's the United States of America 1, Wales 0. A first half that Wales have been absolutely dominated, to be fair, it must be said, by the United States. The US have had 67% possession to Wales' 33. 343 passes from the US in comparison to 180 of Wales. Timothy Weah gets the goal for the US in a half that's been relatively plain sailing. Wales have attempted to play on the counter-attack several times, but they've just been largely ineffective, lacking quality. Looks like they didn't settle for a period of time too. And to be honest, as I mentioned, it's been largely quite disappointing from Wales in that half. And it'll be interesting to see how they react, because certainly they have to. They have to react in this second half, because otherwise they're going to be heading into that game against Iran, which is already a must-win game. They're going to be heading into that game needing to get 3 points, and then going into the game against England on next Tuesday to get 3 points as well. So there you go. Good first half. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right-hand corner. Of course, earlier today, England played against Iran in their opening game of the World Cup. They defeated Iran 6-2. 6-2 in Qatar. An impressive opening performance from Gareth Southgate and his team. Flex, of course, is out there in Qatar, and he gave his view after the game. Here's a look at what Flex thought of England's 6-2 victory.
England 6, Iran 2 as we open our World Cup account with an emphatic win, man. Do you know what? That was just what the doctor ordered. I did not see that game coming. I didn't expect us to win so comfortably. I didn't expect us to smash 6 past Iran today. And I called a really tight game. I called a 2-0. And, you know, something that would flatter to deceive. And I kind of went with the stereotypical England performance, you know, not really being energetic or not really, you know, dispatching and disposing of teams like we should. And it was everything but that. We got off to a comfortable start. I know in the first half it was difficult because of the injury to Iran's goalkeeper, when he got the concussion, and it was like a 14-minute delay with both of those injuries, and he ended up coming off, and that kind of made the first sort of 20 minutes to half an hour of the game really disjointed. But then once that was out the way and the keeper came on, we started to kind of assert ourselves. Harry Maguire hit the bar early on, who I thought was really composed. And Jude Bellingham, man, let's start with him. This kid's really going to announce himself, man. Look, as a Man United fan, you're looking at him. You were looking at him closely. You're thinking, could he come to Man United? Would we want him? We've spoken about the price that it would cost, and I'm not saying that now all of a sudden we want to buy him. He's always been tipped, you know, and linked with Manchester United. But today I thought he was really, really good. He was composed on the ball. He was strong, and the header that he scored was top notch. He literally found a top corner, floated through the air, and an assist from Luke Shaw as well. Listen, Luke Shaw, again, back to the Man United thing. He's doing his thing. He's found a little gear to going into this World Cup. Won his spot back off Terrell Malacia and comes into the tournament and puts it in a great cross for Jude Bellingham. And you know what? Jude Bellingham, he's so young, and he feels like he's been around for such a long time already, doing his thing at Dortmund. And it's like it's his first World Cup, you know, where he's got the expectancy on him, and that kind of, you know, the eyes are all on him, the spotlight on him. And he delivered today. It was a real mature performance from him. I thought in possession he was strong, and that's actually, like, you know, he'll get better with age, obviously, with how good he is on the ball and technically and stuff like that. But actually, when you see him play in person, is that the first time I've seen him play in person? Yeah, because I haven't seen him play against anyone else. Yeah, so that's the first time I've actually seen him up close, and he's massive. He's tall. His physique is strong, man. He's agile on the ball for how big he is. He's strong on the ball. He can travel well with the ball, and obviously the technical side of his game will improve. And he's got the ability to get goals. We've seen him do it in the Champions League for Dortmund. We've seen him do it in the league for Dortmund. We've seen him do it for England as well a few times as well. So for me, I think that's a big plus for him, and his family must be so proud. So that got us off to a good start. Harry Maguire was involved in the second goal with a little layoff to Bukayo Saka, and you know what? Bukayo Saka was absolutely excellent tonight, and after the season that he's having and this stage of his career of where he is, you know, I know the Arsenal fans will be happy with that. They're calling him Starboy, etc. But I thought he was absolutely brilliant tonight as well. And the goal that he scored, he sorts his feet out quite well because Harry Maguire jumps, sets him the ball, and he has to kind of take a couple steps back and shuffle his feet around before he absolutely laces it top bins. And he was just a threat throughout, and he was really good as well. And then before the half, we get a goal from Raheem Sterling, great link up with Harry Kane, and a good finish with it outside of the boot from Raheem Sterling. So, you know, it's so good for those players who are involved in, you know, people just straight up racism. That's what it was, you know, in the Euros. People have been saying it's like his redemption and stuff like that. But it's good for Saka to just get that limelight, for him to just, you know, have his moment, have his time, especially in the first game, and the same with Raheem Sterling as well. I'm a big fan of Raheem Sterling, always have been and always will be. And Harry Kane, do you know what? It's a weird one for Harry Kane because someone said to me, I think he's 2 goals off of Wayne Rooney's all-time record for England. And England scored 6 goals today and Harry Kane did not score one. But it doesn't matter, to be fair, because he still played well. He played a great assist for Sterling as well. And he won't be too bothered about it. Obviously, he wants to get that record, and he will. Eventually, he will. I don't see why he can't do it in this World Cup. But it was weird that England scored 6 goals, and Harry Kane wasn't one of those goal scorers as well. I'm going to fast forward a little bit as well, just to keep the Man United theme going, to Marcus Rashford, man, because I know by the time he came on, I think it was, what was it 4-1 when he came on? I actually lost count by that point. But he gets his goal with pretty much his first involvement in the game. And yes, you could question the Iranian defending. It was absolutely shambolic, to be polite. But the way he just made it look so easy with the finish, that will do his confidence a world of good. And when I was talking in the preview about why it will be good for Marcus Rashford just being here and to get his confidence up, and that's literally why, you know, even coming off the bench and getting 15, 20 minutes against, a poor Iranian side when England are absolutely cruising, it's going to be good for us. If Marcus Rashford can come away with England and do his thing and come back feeling good, come back even sharper, confident, scoring goals, it's only going to be good for Manchester United as well. And obviously, whilst we're here away following England, if you are following England, it's going to be good for England as well. So good to see him get his goal. And then we did ring in the changes, and Marcus Rashford was part of that. And I think what Gareth Southgate showed today was actually his team just doing what he asked them to do, you know, which is dispatch of them be really professional performance. And you know what, you see the same people all the time moaning on social media with the starting lineup. Oh, he shouldn't do this. Oh, Southgate shouldn't do this. Oh, Foden needs to hurry up and come off the bench. Oh, it's Grealish. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Oh, it always happens. And look, we've won the game 6-2, and I just feel like that level of patience is always needed with Gareth Southgate. I know overall we get frustrated. Oh, why is he picking Maguire? Oh, why is he doing this? Oh, why is he doing that? We won the game 6-2. Like, we played against a really poor Iran side. Like, it's not that deep. I think there's way too much made all the time with outrage that this player shouldn't be playing, this player shouldn't be playing, this player. It's a squad game. At the end of the day, Gareth Southgate was, you know, he was justified in making his selection and justified in when he brought on the players that he did. And they came on and performed and delivered. And the tournament's going to be long, hopefully, for England if we stay in it and keep progressing. You know, Foden's going to get his chance. Grealish comes off the bench and scores. And Callum Wilson, you know, to speak about him for a little bit, for him to come off the bench, be in that position, clean through on goal, could get his first goal at a major tournament for England, and he chooses to pass to Jack Grealish. And, you know, that's a great moment, because technically, from a footballing side, he's made the right decision. Give it to the player who's got an open net. That's what you do. Make sure you score the goal. But I'm so surprised he didn't score. But actually, it shows that his first thought is to be a team player. His first thought is to give the opportunity to the player who's in a better position, which was Jack Grealish at the time. And it was great to see Jack Grealish do that celebration, because I think he done a video with a young England fan. Or it could have been Manchester City fan. Who's a young England fan? He promised him if he scored, he would do that celebration. And he did. So, all in all, you know, there's not really there's no negatives apart from obviously conceding 2. The second one, I still haven't seen that penalty back. They played it back really quickly on the screens, but it was really soft to me. And the goal that we did concede before that was soft, to be fair, in terms of defensively. It was poor defending, and that's what actually lost Jordan Pickford his clean sheet, which is a bad one. But on Harry Maguire, he could be injured. I'm not sure how bad it is. I'm not sure what injury it was that he came off with. But, you know, we all know what it's like with Harry Maguire at Manchester United, and, you know, that he divides opinion. He splits a lot of opinion. But for England, he's solid. and Gareth Southgate's going to want him in his plan, so hopefully he's not injured too badly. But we know we've got players to come in that position. You can bring in a Ben White. I know Conor Cody is there as well if we need to, but obviously his first choice is Harry Maguire. So all in all, easy day at the office for England, but they did a professional job, and that boosts confidence. My man of the match, it's between Bellingham and Saka. I'm gonna go Saka, man. I'm gonna go Saka. You know, his second goal, which I didn't even touch on, was really good as well. Cuts in on his left foot, waits for the time to waits for the right time to slot it past the keeper. So I'm going to go Bukayo Saka, man. I don't know if we can call him Starboy. I feel like that's a bit Arsenalish, but because you still can't forget the tribalism. But you know, while I'm here in Qatar, whilst England are playing, I'm supporting England, and whoever plays for England, I support them. And Bukayo Saka, I've got a lot of time for the kid, man. So I'm going to give it to man of the match. Smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you for keeping Owen and the guys company during the match views. Remember, we're going to be covering so much more here in Qatar and obviously at home in England as well. I'm out of here, guys. See you soon.
Shout out Flex there, all the way out in Qatar. Yes, giving us a breakdown of England's 6-2 victory over Iran. Yes, we're going to be bringing you so much coverage of so many World Cup games throughout the next month or so, however long this tournament is going on for. I know it's not obviously always constantly Manchester United stuff, but as of today, like we showed you today, we had the morning view, which a lot of you really enjoyed tuning in this morning. That's going to be back tomorrow. It's going to be back for the next... Well, it's there. So it's going to be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. instead of Marcel. Tomorrow it's going to be Mina that's joining me. The Meanies are going to be out in full effect. Queen Mean is going to be joining me, 9 a.m. We're going to be talking about, obviously, Manchester United news, because there is still Manchester United news out. For instance, this morning we spoke about Anthony Martial, the training ground bust-up. We spoke about Jadon Sancho, his social media break. We also spoke about the World Cup stuff as well. We spoke about the England game, previewing that. We also spoke about Cristiano Ronaldo, his comments to the press, assembled press this morning, which was a surprise. So we cover all of that on the morning view. It's a new show. A lot of you really enjoyed that, really enjoy starting your day off properly. So hopefully you can join us, myself and Mina, tomorrow. Then, of course, as I mentioned, we'll have plenty of match views coming up. I shall be here in the remote UV HQ match view center to go through as many World Cup games as possible, as long as I'm available, as long as I'm able to, as long as I can't be in two places at once like I was for the Netherlands game earlier on. I'll be going through these match views, so you can, if you're at work and you want someone to, and you're not able to watch it, but you can sneak it on your phone, you can join me then. Or if you just like to have that extra bit of company as you go through the games, you can join me for all of the World Cup games. So don't you worry, we've got you covered here at United View. So be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Remember, you can join the UV Members Club as well. Links in the video description. It's also the pinned comment in the live chat. You get your badges, your emojis, your exclusive members only content as well. You can put your emojis in. You can get the flex emoji, the KG emoji, multiple KG emojis. You can get the red and yellow cards as well. Marcel's porridge is also in there too. New emoji is going to be coming soon as well, so don't you worry, we've already got you covered. Also as well, I'm not sure if it's dropped just yet, but it's going to be dropping at some point this evening. There is a special World Cup edition of the Tactical View. Yes, the Tactical View is also going to be dropping later this evening as well. I spoke to Cam after England's 6-2 victory over Iran, and we broke down the tactics of that game, what Gareth Southgate and his team got right, which was several things, it must be said, several things they got right. So be sure to smash a like on the like button as well for that, and be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Before the second half starts, you can get your either ors in as well. We always play this whenever I do these solo match views. Either or, just give me two things, say either this, well, this or that, and I'll say which one I prefer. It's always a lot of fun, so get those in the chat as well. King in the Indies says, gotta work on being in two places at once, so, and stop slacking. I know, I need to work on that. I need to work on cloning myself or replicating myself. I'm going to be doing tests. To see how that goes in the future. But yes, get your either ors in. We had some fun ones the other day. It was Harry Potter, or no, it was like Dumbledore or Gandalf. Oh, no, I've never seen either. I've never seen either film. I've never seen Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. There was different types of chocolate. There's been this thing about Bounty being cancelled out of celebrations, and a lot of people have been talking about that, and I think it's entirely justified because Bounty is disgusting. It's coconut chocolate. No way. Tabaslow says, Batman or Superman, don't disappoint me. Always been a Batman fan over Superman. I could just never... I like my characters to have... Oh, there's a substitution for Wales. Dan James is coming off. Looks to be a substitution. I think it's Kiefer Moore's coming on, yes. So it's always going to be Batman. I like my characters just to have a bit of, vulnerability about them. I've read Superman comics and watched Superman films. The idea that someone's just invulnerable, I don't like that. That's not my thing. Here we go. Yugub says, are you DC or Marvel? Neither. I like both. I mean, you know what it is? I like to be honest, reading. I'm a big graphic novel reader. I really enjoy reading DC stuff. I enjoy reading DC Black label because it's a bit more adult. But in terms of, I probably enjoy watching Marvel films because they make better films, really. And we're off. Second half is underway. Nearly missed that on my timer there. I forgot I have to turn the timer on. But the second half is underway here. And Wales have got to do something, to be honest. Warren Young says, Shawn Michaels or The Undertaker? Probably Shawn Michaels in terms of matches. Shawn Michaels' matches were just always hit. Tavis Lowell says Batman or Iron Man? Batman. It was always going to be Batman. And CM Punk or Daniel Bryan? Maybe this has changed recently. I mean, I was a big CM Punk fan, and I am still a CM Punk fan, but recent events, it must be said. Yeah. Pulisic stands over the corner, though. Ball whipped in. Headed away by Wales. It was Roberts with the header. We're 3 likes away from 100, by the way, guys. If you haven't already, click that like button. Matt Rogerson says wrestling or wrestling. You spelled wrestling wrong. Wrestling. I was watching something last night on Jerry the King Lawler and Andy Kaufman from the Memphis Territory days on Late Night with Letterman. Brilliant. Meshvi says, hey Owen, Bray Wyatt or Roman Reigns? I'm a big fan of both. I enjoy Bray Wyatt's promos. I think Roman Reigns is just brilliant though at the moment. He's superb. But I really have enjoyed the Bray Wyatt stuff. And if you do like, here's Kiefer Moore though. Holds up the ball well. Players are drawn to him. Now players are actually able to get into the box, which is good for Wales. Here's Ampadu. Tries to skip past. Robinson doesn't work out though. But yes, if you are a fan of the wrestling, you can go subscribe to my channel, Owen Wrestle News 365. Do daily news videos on there. I'm going to try to during the World Cup. It's going to be challenging with the schedule. But we're on the road to 10k over there, so if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Is Roden. I made myself a green tea during the commercial break, and it is red hot, and I don't like my beverages that hot. Ramsey attempts to sort of flick past, doesn't work out. Robinson does well. Well, it's funny because I forget who it was, but we got a comment before the game saying that this USA team was rubbish. They're not too bad. I wouldn't. Again, as an England fan, I sit here and I can't say that I'm particularly intimidated by either side. I think England should beat both quite comfortably, actually. The standard's been actually surprisingly poor. But maybe we see a little bit of quality in the second half. Here's hoping, right? And it's a Wales throw, and Tim Reen heads out. But a Wales throw-in. Roberts will take the throw-in. Chance of USA from the crowd. Ramsey, nice little footwork. Wins a corner. Corner ball for Wales. Maybe Wales can wake up a little bit here. Here we go. Ball whipped in. Oh, keeper drops it, punches it. Always given a free kick. Goalkeepers, protected. Eyes hot. Oh. Ball in though. Keeper, the first one is not a foul. That's not a foul. He's just dropped the ball. He never ever caught it. It's not a foul on the goalkeeper. That is so protected. It's one thing if he catches it and the ball gets knocked out of his hands, but he doesn't. Here comes Musa once again for the United States. Musa, ball in. Blocked by Roden. Oh, nearly committed to a tackle. Pulisic on the ball now. Pulisic tries to go past and Beckham defends that one well. Ramsey's getting on the ball a bit more in the second half, which is needed. That's got to be a foul on Gareth Bale. That is a booking. It's a booking. Cynical foul. Tim Ream in the book you go. Ream, no longer a dream, could turn into a nightmare. Write that headline. Got Rob Page not happy. Just told the referee to F off. Samson says, did you used to watch old school TNA 2004-2007? Of course I did. Jeff Jarrett, Reign of Terror, Sting, Christian Cage. Giving it that. If it's pro wrestling, I have watched it, my friend. Here's Roberts with the throw-in for Wales. Well, Wales need to do something. As I mentioned, the next game will be against Iran, which they'll be thinking to themselves, well, we should win that one, especially if they play as poorly as they did against England today. But at the same time, they got to face England on that last game. And if they go into it needing to get 3 points, they might be in a bit of trouble. It's an awkward one. Tim Ream heads it back to the goalkeeper. Apart from that cynical foul, it must be said, I think Ream's actually defended really well. Is Robinson. Ampadu. Ramsey. Wilson. Davis. Oh, nearly got the ball cut under his feet there, did Ampadu. There you go. Oh, he's over here. That has happened so many times with Wales in this game. So many times. Steffi Jenks says, I was at, now I've got to get my German pronunciation right, Weihnachtsmarkt, having some Glühwein. Is that right, Steffi? Is that right? Glühwein? Glühwein? With the umlaut? Steffi Jenks said, oh dear. Wow. I got an A in German GCSE. The Sehenswürdigkeiten. Oh, it's another bad pass from Wales. Joe Roden. Real lacking in quality. They've been so sloppy on the ball, Wales, at points. Roberts. Davis, that's a better pass. Wilson, a bit of space to run into. Here's Nico Williams. Tries to skip past. He's been a bit sloppy on the ball, it must be said. Indeed, best triple threat ever, no doubt about it. Roberts. Here's Wilson. Other random German words I remember.
Mit dem Flugzeug. Is that right? By aeroplane. Can't remember. It was a while ago. Haven't tried to read German in a while. That's a good ball. Here's Williams again, trying to run at Dest. Is he the Dest or is he not? It cups back. Oh, Ream manages to clear. But at least they get a bit further forward, our Wales. Here's Roberts. What other German words can I remember? Faulenzen? Gefaulenzt? To do something lazily? Lazilied? Don't know if that's right. I always wish I could speak another language properly. I cannot. Well, at least I think Wales are coming out a bit more in the second half. Attacking a little bit more, trying to get the ball forward. Ramsey tries to get to Wilson, and it'll be a corner ball. It's not a foul. It's not a foul, referee. Don't you dare. It's a corner ball to Wales, though. They've started to wake up. I was given a throw-in. They're going for a throw-in. They went out for a corner. What? What? How is he giving a throw? How's he giving a throw in? What on earth is going on with this referee? Oh, nearly went to Bale. Nearly lands for Ramsey. Headed away by Ream. He's trying to claim that there was a foul in there. Ramsey goes down. This referee, must be said, is absolutely shocking. He's been giving out cards. Oh, man. But especially what said, Kiefer Moore's come on and made a massive difference for Wales. So throw in. Roberts. Looks like he might try and launch one into the box. Maybe he's got a bit of a long throw. But certainly Kiefer Moore is working for them. A long throw by Roberts. Bale looking for a flick. Can't get it done. What's he give it a free kick? Really? Lucas Chan says Dan James seems better off the bench. Sam says choke slam or power bomb. Choke slam all day. Easy to do. Holds it up a bit more. Oh, Ramsey's just, again, to be fair, he's been on the ball more in the second half, but he's just been a bit sloppy. Oh, what a tackle that is by Roden. Fantastic. Now, Wales, what can they do with the ball here? Ball put into the box. Oh, nearly goes back to Kiefer Moore. Here's Roberts. Ball in. It's a good one. Oh, headed out. Edge of the box. Nico Williams. Tries to turn. Turn again. Sort of getting stuck, but certainly Wales, they're built, they're getting into the game now. Roberts, we've got a game on our hands. Oh, it's a poor ball. It's a poor ball. But better from Wales. They're certainly much more into the game. Kiefer Moore, I think, has made a massive difference for them since he's come on in the second half. Nearly 60 minutes gone. 60 minutes. Be good if I used actual proper English.
60 minutes gone. 1-0 to the United States. Keeper goes long. Davis deals with it. They're claiming for a handball. I think it was given. Be sure to smash a like on the like button as well, guys. Be sure to subscribe too, bottom right hand corner if you are new. Remember, we'll be live 9 a.m. tomorrow morning once again. The morning view. Everyone enjoyed that this morning. It'll be Mina and myself tomorrow. Ball over the top. He's got to be offside. No flag yet. Kiefer Moore. Fancy this chance. Linesman didn't purpose flag, so seemingly he was still onside. Well, these are the kind of questions that I enjoy with the match views. DB Cooper says, so dragons real? It's possible. We're yet to see them. But you never know. Is Ampadu. I tried to force it. This could be an opportunity for the United States. Could be a counter-attacking moment. Here's Pulisic. Robinson. I think the US just need to get hold of the ball again for a second, because certainly the game swung towards Wales. They've really got back into the game. They've got 41% possession. Oh. Here's Weah. Pulisic. Ooh. He's given a goal kick, but he's saying he just got the ball. Pulisic is laughing. He's given a goal kick. I'd like to see this one back, because if Pulisic just nicks this ahead, he might be in a bit of trouble here. I want to see a closer replay, because it's very tight. Let's have a closer look. He just gets there. He just gets there enough. Just enough. I think it was Mepham, or it might have been Roberts. Just enough. Gets the ball just enough. Oh, nice little dummy there. Ramsey. Kiefer Moore. Oh, not enough. Goes up for a throw. I tell you what. Kiefer Moore has been brilliant since he's come on. Really has. Keeper fell over. We're seeing a replay of the keeper falling over. But I think if I'm Kiefer Moore and I'm Wales, I'm saying I'm starting the next game. Absolutely got right into it. And it's funny that they didn't do that. I mean, I understand their point. They're playing on the counter-attack, so you would say, okay, Dan James for pace. But Kiefer Moore's got the ability to hold the ball up. If you're playing constantly long ball, long ball, long ball, you need someone like Kiefer Moore that's a target man who can hold up the ball and people like Bale and Ramsey can play off of. That's what's worked. Referee. Linesman's give it. Is he going to book him? The referee, Pulisic, why are you've been moaning the whole game, man. You're winning. Oh, my goodness. And Gareth Bale's right. He's complaining to the refs going, I got booked for less. Remember, Gareth Bale's is on a booking. It's not really a booking. But can Wales find a bit of quality here? Quality has been lacking. You would say, maybe get it towards Kiefer Moore. Get it in the area of Gareth Bale. People that are good in the air. Rodon's in there too. These are big. It's a big 30-minute period now for Wales. They've got to get something. It's Wilson standing over it. Wilson whips the ball in. It's a good one. Oh, just headed away. There's a good head away from Zimmerman. Oh, it's been kept alive. Diving header. Oh, tipped over the bar. It was Davis with the header. Tipped over from Turner. But Wales are building momentum. Look at this. It's a great ball in. Headed away by Zimmerman. A couple of flicks back in. Wins the second header. And there's
Davis, and it was tipped over by the goalkeeper. It's right at him. It's a decent height. But Wales are really starting to turn the screw now, it looks like. I bet the referee's going to get involved from this corner because he constantly is. Corner to Wales, though. Game has woken up. Harry Wilson steps over it! Oh, just over the bar. This time, Kiefer Moore, who, as I mentioned, has been really good since he's come on, but just over. I mean, just... It's a great corner in. Kiefer Moore does get there. There's nobody marking him. It's such poor defending. He just gets too much on it. Just too much. Here's the first one from Davis. But Wales really turning the screw now. It was a good save by Turner. But as I mentioned, I think Kiefer Moore's really changed things since he's come on. Really has. Wales are in it now. There's a change now. It's going to be Leeds United's... who's coming on? It's McKennie that's come off. McKennie clearly's got like a thigh issue. But it's Aronson. That's it, from Leeds. Maybe they feel like they're just getting overrun a bit in midfield. But it does feel like Wales are coming back into this one. Must be said. Here come the US on the counter-attack once again. Sargent, Robinson, Pulisic. Puts it out wide. Dest. Aronson, first touch of the ball since he's come on for the Leeds United player. No foul. No foul, counter-attacking opportunity for Wales. Williams, that's better. Kiefer Moore. Gareth Bale. Oh, it's back in traffic. Got to be careful as well. He's on a booking. Wrong move. Now here's the United States for a counter-attack. Here is Aronson. Nah, he didn't. He just left it a little bit too long. Gareth Bale. Recovery. Well, this match has woken up. Good. Because that first half was absolutely dire. Absolutely Eric. Atmosphere feels like it's building a little bit inside the stadium as well. Which is what you want to see from World Cup matches. Sometimes opening round World Cup matches are just a little bit... Ooh, that looked nasty. Who is that? Nico Williams. It lands sort of on his hip. Here's another look. He dives. It just kind of jolts. Yeah, his knee hits the ground. Ooh, it is nasty. It really nasty. He sort of stretches out. His knee hits the ground. And sort of his whole body then sort of jars because of it. Oof. The hope would maybe be is that it's just... Sometimes it's just a shock to the system, but you can kind of recover quite quickly. But you're just seeing the save from Turner from Davis. It's a comfortable save. He should save it. Tips it over. This is the one. This is the real chance. Kiefer Moore. That's a real opportunity. Gets too much on the header. But it's an opportunity. Argentina against Saudi Arabia tomorrow morning. Got Denmark versus Tunisia as well. Christian Eriksen and Hannibal. Watch Hannibal. Of course, England will be playing this team, the United States. And to be honest, given the US's performance, I'm not worried. And I'm not really worried with Wales either. But it's a US corner. KG, I'm yawning. It's a US corner. And Wales are down to 10 men. Got to defend this. Wales still need a goal. Ball in from Pulisic. Headed away. It was Moore. gets the header. Pulisic once again. Ball in, headed away. It was Davis this time gets the header. Oh, he's won it back as Pulisic. He's won it back off Bale. Aronson. Cleared. And US just trying to bring back the momentum a little bit once again after Wales had that big flurry. Musa. Ramsey. He's just been really sloppy, I think, Ramsey. Really off the pace. Nice little dummy there. Give and go. Gareth Bale tried too much. He's another one, Bale. He's just not really been on the ball all that much. He's been sloppy. That could be a foul. Referee should play advantage. I think he will. King Deuce with the super chat says, Atlanta, USA checking in. We have a good young team, but our coach is here for vibes. He's a PE teacher. Appreciate the contribution. Appreciate the support all the way from the US. Watching your team here 1-0 up against Wales. This is the thing with Wales. Certainly, the US. They've got young players, as you say, but I thought in the first half they were okay, but in terms of a sort of attacking nous, I'm not sure they've got it. You know, I'm really not sure they've got it. Again, from an England point of view, I look at Wales and I look at the US and I say, well, I'm fairly confident. Might come back to bite me, but we'll have to see. Pulisic is limping. Has he come off as a sub, or is he coming back on? I think he's going to come back on. Pulisic knows he's going to come back on. Foreman's going to go all the way back to the US. Green tea in the evening settings. Monday night green tea. Roden defends that very well. 20 minutes remain here for Wales. Oh, Williams. Look at him. When he picks up some pace, he's just... I think Williams is quite clear to see. I don't think he's got a lot of end product. I think he's got, good pace. He can run at people, but several times the moment comes that he has to deliver the ball, I just don't think he's got it. There's Roberts. Roden. Oh, it's a poor pass by Joe Roden. Musa. Travels with it. Here's Pulisic. Pulisic chips it back. Oh, it was nearly Aronson arriving at the right moment. Just missed the ball. Now Wales going for a ball over the top. Going for a flick on, but to who? Who are you flicking it on to? Those gaps between the midfield and the attackers are massive. Here comes Musa. Robinson. What's going on here? And Musa's gone down with cramp. Well, take him off then, because if you're getting cramp after 73 minutes, you've got to be taken off, man. And I tell you what, these referees in this competition, they want to. They want to add on the extra time, so they will. Don't worry about that. Lucas Chan says Wales seem to have lost the momentum. Yeah, I agree. They felt like there was a 5-10 minute period there where you thought maybe they're starting to build it up a little bit, but they've just completely lost it off the boil again. I think you would say get the ball to people like Kiefer Moore, hold the ball up, bring people into play. And that's what you need to do. But on comes DeAndre Yedlin of Newcastle fame. Fair play to the referees, basically saying get off the pitch, don't waste time. But Yedlin, Acosta and Wright have all come on for the United States. As we are about 16 minutes remaining, and I say 16 minutes, I mean the amount of time that's been added on today in games, who knows? Who knows how long will truly be added on, or how much longer we'll be playing this game. But that's a great touch that. The goalkeeper Turners fizzed it. Who was that with the touch? It was brilliant. Pulisic cuts it back. Oh, I tell you what, I think it was Roden. Does just enough to put off the striker. Who was that? It was Wright for the US. Fantastic chested touch. I'm surprised Giovanni Reina hasn't come on. I thought he was highly rated. Wasn't he at Dortmund? Ball in by Weah. Headed away. Mark Riley says, England to play Senegal and USA to play Holland in the second round, I'm predicting. Of course, we're going to play, second out of Group A if we finish top. First faces Group A and Group B. First from, get my point. First from Group B, play second from Group A. First from Group A, play second from Group B. And as things stand, I mean, Holland currently top Group A. It has gone out, Harry Wilson. But to be honest, even if we were to face Holland, which I don't think we will, but even if we were to face Holland, I wasn't blown away with them earlier. I think they were better than Senegal, but that game was really poor. Again, so far, I mean, I think, not just because I'm an England fan, but I think England's the best game I've watched. A couple of these games have been really, really poor. Cuts back, Robinson. But yeah, England were playing the nice stuff. I mean, still plenty of games to go. Still plenty of good teams to play. As I mentioned, tomorrow you've got the likes of Argentina playing. Denmark. Of course, we played them in the Euros in the semi-finals. You've got to give the ball back. You can't keep it. Apparently you can. It's Pulisic. Corner. Whipped in. Back post. Oof. It was nearly Aronson. He arrives and kind of hit him in the back of the head. Is Roden. But Wales have got to try and find back the momentum they had briefly. But certainly Wales have been better second half. But that first half really killed them because they were particularly poor, I thought. Roberts, Moore, who's done that. That's what you need to do. Hold up, bring people into the play like Williams. Here is Williams. Cuts it back, edge of the box. Here's Roberts. Ramsey. Ball in. Lopped it in by Mepham. Wilson. Oh, Williams tries to keep it alive. Oh, it's a bad touch. Just gets away with it to Zampadu. What's going on here? Oh, it's another American player down. Harry Wilson saying it's not headed. Oh, look at this referee. He's getting right in Harry Wilson's face. What's going on? The referee. This referee in this game has been so poor. And now he's back up. It's ludicrous. It's not a head injury. You shouldn't stop play because of it. He's back on his feet now. This referee has been absolutely ridiculous. Harry Wilson saying to the referee, it's not a head injury. The referee gives it that. I'll show you head injury. Oh, man. Yeah, Wales should get the ball back now. Because they have to give up possession. Brennan Johnson's on for Nico Williams. The Wales should have the ball back now. What's he doing? Now he's giving a drop ball to Wales. Oh, man. I thought it's meant to be the best of the best when it comes to referees. Don't even get started to that penalty against England. It's a poor ball. Yedlin does well. Chests it back to the goalkeeper. But 11 minutes remain. That's got to have gone. I think that has gone.
11 minutes remain, plus what you would expect to be a plethora of injury time. Long ball once again by Wales. Brennan Johnson wasn't even looking at the ball. It's still on, says the linesman. That'll go out. Throw in. Here's Ramsey. Cuts it back. That's got to be a penalty. It's a penalty. It's given. Wales have a penalty. Wales have a penalty. 10 minutes remain. It's a penalty. It is a penalty. VAR, don't even bother looking at it. It's a clear penalty. It's a clear pen. No doubt about it. Cuts it back. It's a foul. It's a clear foul. It's a clear penalty. Ream goes through him. There you go. Penalty all day. There you go. Gareth Bale, we know he's going to be taking it. Can Gareth Bale equalise for Wales with 10 minutes remaining in the World Cup? Wow. I can't believe Tim Ream's done that. He's done everything in this game that's been decent, and it's got to be a penalty. And now it's going to be Gareth Bale. Wow, wow, wow. And in the second half, I think they do deserve it. Can't Bale in the World Cup. Ooh, he has missed 2 penalties. 8 penalties for Wales. Scored 6, missed 2. He prefers to go to his left-hand side, which would be the keeper's right. But in these kind of moments, you would think he might go down the middle. This is a big moment. This is a big moment for Gareth Bale. Most importantly, this is a big moment for Wales. 81st minute in the World Cup. Gareth Bale, 12 yards out. Arguably one of, if not the greatest Welsh player of all time. Gareth Bale. Deep breath. 12 yards. The captain, the number 11. Gareth Bale steps up. Bale. What a goal! It's 1-1. Gareth Bale scores an absolute fantastic penalty, and Wales have equalised at the World Cup. Their first World Cup in 64 years, and it's Gareth Bale. It's 1-1. What a penalty. And we are level with 8 minutes left to go plus stoppage time. Anything is possible. Gareth Bale. Oh my goodness, what a penalty. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what pressure. This guy comes clutch when it matters. He wins the penalty. He scores the penalty. Oh my goodness, it's a clear penalty. It's a clear pen as well. He's saying no doubt about it. It's a deep breath. And look at this for a penalty from Gareth Bale. Look at this. Bang. Into the side netting. Turner, no chance. That's what Gareth Bale does. I think it was Zimmerman, yes, that made the foul. It wasn't Ream. But that's what he does. Was there ever any doubt? Was there ever any doubt? That's what Gareth Bale does. He scores goals. 1-1. Wow. And now we've got 7 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. And anything's possible. They've deserved it in this second half. I think the US deserved it in the first half. But Wales deserve a goal in the second half. Kiefer Moore's come on, changed the game for Wales. US haven't threatened. And now the momentum is with the Welsh Dragons. His 41st goal for Wales. I mean, when it matters, Gareth Bale shows up. He really does. You forget, not only does he score the penalty, but he won the penalty. As I mentioned, I think he's got to be the greatest Welsh player of all time. I know that's quite big company. I know you can talk about Ryan Giggs, Ian Rush, etc. But that's what he does. Here's Roden, though. And anything's possible. There's still 10 minutes or so remaining. Here's Yedlin. As I mentioned, Kiefer Moore has been absolutely fantastic since he's come on.
Is Gareth Bale the greatest Welsh football player of all time? When you would say Rush, Giggs, he's got to be up there. He has to be. With not only with what he's achieved, not only with what he's achieved in his club career, he's won everything, but also he's guided his country to 3 major tournaments. Because I mean, arguably you could say with the likes of Ryan Giggs, of course, club level is superb, but for Wales he never really delivered that much, really. You know, Giggs didn't make that many appearances for Wales. He actually had somewhat of a contentious relationship for his country. A lot of people are saying Giggsy. I don't know. Robinson. I mean, what Gareth Bale's done for Wales on a major stage is astronomical. Here's Adams, though, for the US. But here comes Tim Ream. Again, we've got less than 5 minutes remaining of regulation time. Yedlin puts the ball in, but I'm assuming we're going to have a lot of injury time, stoppage time. Here's Aronson. I mean, the US have sort of woken up a little bit, maybe. Weah, the goal scorer in the first half. Ball in! Oh, Pulisic tried to win the header, couldn't make it. Robinson tries to keep it on. That's got to be a foul, referee, and that has to be a booking. What's he trying to get in the face? In fairness to the referee, he's saying, get out of my face. But we're just seeing the reactions of the crowd when he scored the goal. Look at Bale. It's a quality penalty. Of course he scores. It never was in doubt. It really was never in doubt that Bale would score. The reaction of the US players, they know it's slipping from their fingers. And now we're going to get a substitution for the United States. Timothy Weah, the goal scorer, is going to be coming off. It's going to be Morris coming on for them, Jordan Morris. It's a good goal by Weah in the first half. But really in the second, it's been all Wales, I would say. They've been the more dominant side. Ramsey, can he keep it in? Oh, tried to cut it back. Turner, look at who's blocking him. Is that Kiefer Moore? He's blocking the keeper's going to be a free kick. Here's Aronson. He might take a pot shot. Hit Costa. Morris. Blocked this time. Ball in. Oh, he didn't need to punch it, Hennessy. He looked nervous. He could have caught it. Not sure why he decided to punch it. Now, Kiefer Moore, he's going to try and hold up the ball. He backheels it. Brennan Johnson, he might go alone. Brennan Johnson, what's he going to do? Has a shot. Oh, there was not much he could do. There's still a lot to do. He could only ever have a shot. But you would say, get your foot through it. And it's a foul. Certainly this game's woke up. Thank goodness. Harry Wilson's down. Wilson's hurt himself with the foul on Aronson. But Wilson looks to be in quite a lot of pain here. I think Bell's saying to Johnson, in that case, hold it up, wait for me, wait for me. But this is just going to be more stoppage time, one would think. More time's going to be added on. But Harry Wilson's going to go off. And it's like there's going to be a substitution for Wales. On's going to come Sorba Thomas, seemingly. Is it going to be for Wilson? Who's it going to be for? It's not going to be... What are they looking for? They want to get the player back on the pitch. On comes Wilson. We still don't know how much time's going to be added on yet, I don't think. 9 minutes. God. Oh, look, I can't believe it. 9 added minutes. Something has happened when it comes to these games. I don't know what is going on. 9 added minutes. Oh, man. They just love adding the time on, don't they? We saw early on, anything can happen. So when it comes to last minute penalties or what have you, don't be shocked. Here's Pulisic. Ball in. Oh, cleared away. Shot by Adams deflected. Ricochets off. Oh, what a tackle that is. Who is that? Ethan Ampadu. I think he might have hurt himself. And the referee, in fairness, the same as everything else, he's going to stop the game. I mean, literally, that is a tackle and a half. My goodness. Wilson is down. Ampadu's down. I think we're going to get some even more extra time in extra time. Look at this. Bang. That's a tackle. Don't pull out. Commit everything. What a tackle that is by Ampadu. This is what I don't understand. So Thomas is coming on. There is no way he's wearing shin pads. Is he? So Wilson's coming off. King of the Indie saying the rules changed and what, you don't have to wear shin pads anymore. Dangerous. Wilson comes off though. But it's going to be another stoppage. So that means we're going to get to, it's easily going to get over to 100 minutes. The added time is crazy. Be sure to smash a like there on the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe as well. Bottom right hand corner. Ball up the pitch should be keeper's ball. Wayne Hennessy's, it is. But these games are going to get properly extended out. Here comes Johnson for Wales. Oh, nearly put it through to Kiefer Moore. Here is Kiefer Moore. Oh, does really well. Roberts. Ball in the box. Went for Bell. Nearly a flick on. Headed by Ampadu. Little shove in the back of Ramsey. Throw into the United States. I think Ampadu needs to come off. He's saying that he can't do much more. I'm not surprised. And now I think we're going to get another sub, which is going to be more time added on. It's going to be Morale, I think, coming on. So it's Joe Morale coming on of Portsmouth. League One footballer at the World Cup. Free kick to the US. Here come Yedlin for the United States. About 3.5 minutes left of stoppage time, but there will be more, I would think, being added on. Adams. The US trying to push for a last or a late winner here. Still 1-1. Pulisic. Oh, it's poor. Morrison does a good touch, though. Yedlin. Ball in. Keeper should claim it. Why is he punched again? Hennessy going with the punch. Looks to me that someone like Hennessy's a bit nervous. And that will go all the way back. Is there one last chance for Wales? Could there be one last chance for Wales? I certainly think in the they've improved a lot. Certainly that has. I mean, I think both sides have probably gone into that opening game and saying that they'd probably taken a point, but it's going to make that second spot very tight now. I mean, if Iran play as poor as they do on Friday against Wales, then Wales would be thinking we might get 4 points. Here's Thomas, though. There still might be one more chance for Wales. Pulisic is down. The referee's not blowing up this time. Switched by Mepham. Thomas, it's a good touch. Davis. Thomas. He's going to try and get a ball in the box. Oh, it's a good touch. Kiefer Moore. Oh, it's going to ricochet. Oh. It's a great first touch by Kiefer Moore. Here come the US. Morale stops him. Here's Ramsey. It's Gareth Bale. Is he going to take a shot? He wouldn't. Oh, he got stuck under his feet. You just fought for a second. There's no way. Wales is still pushing in the late last minutes. Big header there from Ream or Zimmerman. Offside flag is up. So 30 seconds left of stoppage time, but as I mentioned, one would think that again, one would think that there'll be more time added on. Well, we're in the 99th minute now. It's going to be up to the referee to decide how much time he decides to add on. I would think maybe we might get to the 100th. Headed away. Aronson. There's a bit of space there for Yedlin. A lot of space for him. Ball in. Headed away by Ramsey. Jordan Morris here. Deflected. Ben Davis will deal with it. It's gone long. There's no way. Is the keeper going to come for it? Oh, he's got to. Oh, Bale, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. Oh, it's cynical. It's a cynical foul again. Ooh, he had to. Bale was looking up, and Bale was thinking, I'm going to have a shot from the halfway line. He was in no man's land. But what this means is one last chance, one last opportunity to pump it into the box. I say load the box. Why not? Ball. Oh, he's overhit it. Overhit it. That'll be it. And that's it. Game over. Game over. Standstill. Standstill between Wales and the United States. It's the USA 1, Wales 1. You had the first half Timothy Weah goal ruled out by Gareth Bale, and his penalty in the 82nd minute. Gareth Bale, he comes up clutch. He does. He always does. He always comes up clutch. When it matters, he scores goals, and that's exactly what he did. Wins the penalty, scores the penalty for Wales, and does a fantastic job for them. So there you go, guys. That's another World Cup remote match view done for you. The USA 1, Wales 1. Another reminder, we'll be back live tomorrow morning. For a 9 a.m. morning view show. It'll be Mina and myself previewing the day's games, plus getting into that Manchester United news. Also, the Manchester United news will be on the way. Plus, a tactical view will be coming up shortly. It will be discussing the game between England and Iran. I'm just seeing what the title was uploaded. It hasn't been uploaded with a title, that's why I'm laughing. But tactical view will be coming shortly, and all of the fan views after England's 6-2 victory over Iran are up on the channel now. You've got the likes of Flex out there in Qatar. You've got Marcel, myself. The player ratings as well are up on the channel with myself, Cam, and Marcel discussing the player ratings from the game. And as I mentioned, we'll be back live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. as well. So a busy day and another one to come tomorrow. I'm out of here. Have a good Monday evening, and I'll speak to you again soon. Peace.